I don't know if I will ever be able to have a label put on me. I'm Filipino, but I look Hispanic to a lot of people, and my last name gives that off as well. And so it wasn't easy for people to write me off and put me in a certain place in high school.
Well, with society, I guess the goal is to be perfect. And it's hard. Well, I'm a perfectionist, so that's how I think. I'm supposed to be perfect, like everyone's supposed to like me. I have a hard time when people don't like me, because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I strive for perfection, so I feel like society just wants you to be perfect all the time.
I guess, yeah, just because I'm Hispanic, like a lot of people, I guess, are just like, well, most Hispanic girls like tend to get like pregnant at a young age or get married, and it's like, well, no, I'm not like that. I actually like going to school, and I actually like want to have an education and not just be in a relationship and get married right out of high school or get married in high school.
And especially like in my science classes, because I am pre-med, there are like 3 or 4 black kids in each class. And like sociology or psychology, when you get to issues on race and just things that people are always look back like, ooh, like what does she have to say about this? Ooh, like I'm not the speaker of all black people. Like I don't have anything to say about this issue, etc. But I feel like I run into like that situation a lot.
I was a youth minister this last summer at a church back home in Houston. You know, like there's kind of like a stereotype of like what like people who work in youth ministry do and what they're like and such. And I would say I'm like some of that, and then I'm like Christian and like, you know, all that. But I'm also not like that a lot, and then I probably am a little more like liberal than they're used to having in my church back home. So that was one place where I felt like, especially since it was actually the church I grew up at, so they knew me like growing up, and so I think they kind of thought being like the people who work there and also the kids kind of would think that I would be a little more in line with their like views on things, and I wasn't always.
My roommate, she said that before she met me, she thought I was like stuck up and rude, like based off like what she'd seen in me on social media or whatever. And she was like, but no, it's not like a problem. I know that you're not like that, but I really thought me and you would have issues. And I don't know, it just made me feel like, wow, what do I look like on social media if people think that?
I don't know, like super basic one, everyone thinks I'm white. I'm not. I'm half Mexican, so that happens all the time. Yeah, my skin color doesn't say everything about me. But yeah, it's like a big part of me, and for people to always be like, no, I need picture evidence, it's kind of like an insult. Like,
You know, and maybe I come off as like a conundrum to society just because I'm a Christian, but I also am not hypocritical towards others and like their views. I'm really open to like letting others have their viewpoints, and also like I am an African American woman, yet I don't adhere to any stereotypes that typically are associated with African American women.
I've always been interested in journalism and writing, and for a while I was really interested in like sports reporting. And so I was writing for the school paper in high school, and I was going to write about the basketball game, and I had never written about basketball. I'm a fan, but I'd only written about football before that. And so I went to go talk to the coach about the game. I asked him who the key players for the game were going to be this week, and he was like, oh, well, why don't you tell me? And so I told him who were our starters, and at that moment, he seemed a little almost embarrassed by the fact that he just had assumed that I didn't know anything about our school's basketball team because I was a female.
I think almost every first day of school, at a new school mainly, I'm always usually the last person to get sat next to. And so I think people misjudge me, especially as the school year goes on, because they find out that I'm smart, that I'm likable, that I'm funny, that I'm kind.
That I have this sort of inherent like desire to constantly let people know that I'm here, that I am a presence, because I'm a very quiet person, and so I can often be like bumped into, for example, or like people don't see me, and I'm really conscious of the fact that sometimes people really just don't see me, and it's a little strange. So it's sort of that like feeling that I have to always kind of assert my presence and sort of be there and let people know that I'm a person and I'm going to probably do something with the world and you can probably pay attention to me.
You know, I flicked through the words, you know, Christian, is that? No. You know, authentic was the one that Austin gave, but that's not right either. Or genuine or honest or outgoing or truth teller or teacher. But I think, you know, those are all just stereotypes again. And so my word, no matter how cliche this is Blaze. Like, that's who I am. And it's really fun having a unique name like Blaze because I get to be the only Blaze that people meet.